Okay, as for the sleep, it's also a factor. I didn't sleep at times, but when I see that the stress is too much, the sleep doesn't even come at times. Because even when you want to try as much as possible to yeah, but if you see the number of slides you have like we come that emergency, right? When you are done with, or maybe when you have go through the slides or something, that's when I can think of investing for an hour, 2 hours.
Right. And talking about not being able to because of that remarks, I did it when I was a paper. He had a paper to write. We only got the news from the professor 2 days to the exam, and it's as big as that.
Wow.
We have to learn it in 2 days. You can't afford to sit.
Yeah.
And if you mess up, you fail, you pay. So because of fear that he will fail, we have to study. The 2 days I will pass. After taking the paper, I want to see if I'll be on the petty tabacats. You get up and I'm like, no,
Hi,
what's in it?
my name is Christopher Such.
Christopher, so Christopher, do you know anything about academic stress?
Yet,
Especially within the festival base.
yet, people.
You heard about this. Many people talk about academic stress within the US. We've heard about it. So what do you know about it?
Okay, so academic stress is actually the stress accompanying the academic activity. So that is what I mean about.
Stress, right? So activities like going for lectures. If you have too many lectures, you feel stressed. If there are too many assignments, you feel the stress. A lot of quizzes, a lot of examinations, and so on and so forth. All this academic activities that it comes with something that causes stress. How do you feel when you have so many places, let's say within 1 week, almost every day you have a test to write or an exam to write? How the stress, how do you like?
On a very regular me, I really feel very, very tired,
Very tired.
very occupied because the notes are a lot. I have to study this course, prepare for the particular quiz. Then the next day or 2 days after, preparing for another course. It makes my day at times I don't even get to go to my phone. Why to put in for me? I even get angry people, right? They kind of created an exam out to write your calls and things you just and distract me. So I make sure that I'm always focused and actually yeah, that's what I
All right. So your kind of experience of academic stress when you have a series of quizzes or a series of exams to write, it feels so tired because it drains you. Stress will drain the energy. Feeling tired will mean that it's also possible that this kind of academic stress you actually cannot have affect your performance, right? Preparing for this one, another day you have another one. It just drains you. So sometimes I think that they can even make you not really show your best performance as a student. You are doing it.
inside.
And that is one of the problems for academic stress. It prevents students sometimes from performing in the way their true performance, showing their true performance. And so it's really important, something that we need to look at and look at what we can do as students. But no matter what, be that's an academic geography that we are in, the stress will come, right? Because you have different lectures, different forces. We are obliged to write quizzes, do assignment, to the age, and all of that, which I would, of course, in your training. But when it becomes a lawyer, you begin to feel the stress, of course. And it feels like you don't have everything you need to do with all that pressure, demanded. So how do you then, for you as a person, deal with academic stress?
Okay, so when I see the stress is too much and in Triple Scale we have a place for the day, there's is actually the seaside. So when I think I don't have pump this that much, I just find some time in the day and go and spend some time out there. And when I come back to, if I can watch some videos or be on my phone for a while, at least releasing my stress
Your stress.
as an individual.
So when you go to the breeze, which is a seashore, you are going there for relaxation. So meaning that relaxation is something that can get in your student to deal with academic stress. But when you relax, your body is better to practice. Your body will stretch on the relaxation response like that. That will be able to cope with stress. But when you are stressed, you have the stress response of the body con, and it makes you neutral, very tired, and very worse off with the stressor. So relaxation, as you mentioned, is one. How about sleep? You make sure that you get adequate sleep.
Okay, as for the sleep, it's also a factor. I didn't sleep at times, but when I see that the stress is too much, the sleep doesn't even come at times. Because even when we want to try as much as possible to get, but if you see the number of slides you have, like, we come that emergency, right? When you are done with, or maybe when you have go through the slides or something, that's when I can think of investing for an hour, 2 hours.
Right. And talking about not being able to because of that, I did it when I was a grade one. He had a paper to write. We only got the news from the professor 2 days to the exam, and it's as big as that.
Wow.
We have to learn it in 2 days. You can't afford to say.
Yeah.
And if you mess up, you fail, you pay. So because of fear that he will fail, we have to study the 2 days I will pass. After taking the paper, I want to see if I'll be on the birthday, Tabakats. You get a point I'm making. And you know about exercising also being a huge factor in terms of coping with academic stress.
Okay, so I know that exercising plays a very big role in reducing stress. But with me personally, I don't exercise
Right.
because at times in school we have 6 classes, but I can't be wake up. You not have the time to say, and I wait to exercise before a class. No. So in my perspective, I don't encourage exercising. That's why I said.
You're looking at your routine. But when you walk to lectures, the walk-ins, the small walk-ins like on campus, is also an exercise. And that really helps. Right now, more space. Some of these spaces, all they'll take boat or Uber there. Yeah. So you always make sure you don't like walking, which is one of the easiest exercise anyone can. It's so like as but when you deprive yourself that way, the exercise that is one of the things that can help you deal with academic stress. And I think one huge way you can also deal with academic stress would be that we try to prepare ahead of time. Because while you prepare ahead of time, you already prepare. When I was here, we had some exam. The semester was very busy. Luckily for me, I was doing throughout the semester. Just when the semester ended, then this Friday, next Monday, we are starting exam. And I have 3 papers, research methods, psychometrics, and another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And these were all very good papers, So what it means is that you go and write Monday, you are so tired, worn out, and then tomorrow you have another one. But then that you go and say that science you want to learn, you say that yesterday, right? But the only thing that helped was the preparation that I had. So how I passed those exams because of what I learned earlier in the semester, and not that time you can't get there. So when you prepare ahead of time, without this awareness of stress from you, because the load that is coming, you're already prepared for it. Now, quite often, incident or it's the last this, and that is when you put out the stress.
The heat.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.